Good morning. It is Barbara, just jumping. It's Friday morning. I thought I'd jump on for a quick real talk. I was just pulling some cards. This week I have been using the Sacred Soul Oracle deck, which may be backwards because I'm doing this on my phone, just for some guidance for myself. And it's been interesting, the theme. But the cards I pulled this morning was Judgment, Resistance, and Can't Forgive. And I sort of sat with that for a while, and I realised that this has been the theme for me. That which one was it? Resistance. Holding on to old beliefs and refusing to adapt can hinder personal growth. So, like a lot of us, I often have old tapes, sort of that old sort of repeating, which causes me, I know that that's what the resistance is, that these old beliefs like come up, and they really come up for us to clear them. I've been in many conversations with the Elder Council, the Elder Dragon Council, that have been sort of guiding me in elder wisdom. And it really is, this year is the Fire Horse is about us burning off and clearing those things. So even though they've come up and are causing me these feelings, they're there for a reason. Like I talked about my ego being revealed to me. Judgment. Approach decisions with empathy, as snap judgments lead to misunderstanding, which is very true. If we make a snap judgment, I've still got my earbuds in. If we make a snap judgment, it can lead us to misunderstand situations. So definitely that. And then can't forgive. I work very hard on this, and it's like many things. The one thing that will be a repeat for me, where I say, I've forgiven, I've moved on, I've forgiven, I've moved on, I've forgiven, and then something comes up which makes me start questioning myself, and I realize that there are still things that a heavy burden holds you captive in the past, trapping you in a cycle of resentment. So there's the theme, right? So the reason I wanted to come on and talk about it is because I feel that might be what a lot of people are going through right now. We've got, and again, I'm not an astrologer, but I keep reading about how all the planets, like Mars, are sort of working. They're all there, which is bringing up all of those things. But I liked the card that I did pull this morning, which is I am surrounded by angels, and that makes me feel that at least we know that the angels are there, whether they're angels, archangels, whether they're dragons. The dragons always tell me that they have similar vibration to archangels. And when I was just thinking about coming on and doing this video, the Galactic Elder Dragon Council reminded me that there are this is what they said, there are sometimes, I'm a self-admitted storyteller, and if you know me in, not just on Facebook, I love to tell stories, and they've got me into trouble all my life. Even in school, I was always in trouble for talking. In jobs I've had, I've been in trouble because I'm talking, not because I'm talking about people, I'm just talking. And I've realized that is what has been missing. My job is pretty much, I'm on my own a lot in my job. And when I do have the opportunity, I want to talk. And then, you get the feeling that people really don't want to listen. But the Elder Dragon Council was reminding me that as an elder, the stories that we share them for a reason, and it's to impart history, it's a learning, it's not just, I kept hearing, it's not just that old lady that's got stories, because, we can all remember, I can remember people going, oh, if you talk to so-and-so, they'll keep you forever because they're going to tell you all their war stories. I think a lot of I realized that I had a lot of rich things happen in my life, and they happened to me so that I could share them for a reason. So if you're having those feelings about, I'm sure a lot of you have been in situations where you're talking and people walk away from you. I had that when I was married, and my ex-husband was from a large family, and I'd be having a conversation with his mother and she would start walking off, and you'd be like, what happened there? So they're the things that are coming up for me again. It's the old memories coming up and saying, well, maybe I wasn't good enough. And maybe that's why this happened. And maybe that's why this happened. I don't know why certain things come up at certain times. I did realize that Facebook has a good way of reminding us of the good and bad things. And I realized that I have lost a lot of animals in the month of April. My dog, I've just the anniversary of my dragon, my little dog that passed a year ago. Several cats I lost this time of year. So it may be because that's what's coming up. The season's changing. But I wanted to just come on and talk about like what that means to us and what can we do? And I think sometimes we've just got to allow those feelings to come up, acknowledge them, feel the feelings because they've come up for a reason, and then let them go. I'm going to do some grounding. I have not been good this week, which is very unlike me. I ground morning and evening, and I haven't been doing a lot of that. So I need to refocus my energy, and grounding is always a good way to go about it. So it's Friday. We had big thunderstorms last night that woke me up. In fact, people are reporting that it was so loud, the storms, that people thought we were having an earthquake. I'm here in the northeast of the United States. We have had, actually, my house shook a couple of years ago, and I thought something had hit the building, and in fact, it was an earthquake. So we don't not have them, but we don't have devastating earthquakes. But you never know, right? So anyway, so I got woken up in the night, and I was up. The last couple of days I've been up early. So I've just got my work schedule today, but I just thought I would jump on here. And it's also, we had some really nice spring, like almost summer. And now we're back to much cooler weather. I think it's in the 40s today. So it's layers. I got my I changed my winter wardrobe into my spring summer wardrobe, and now I'm having to wear layers. So that's what happens in the Northeast. We had a false spring, is what they said. So I will be back tomorrow probably to do my weekly update and weekly reading, but I just wanted to jump on with real talk about forgiveness. So have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon.